Hello friends, welcome to WebTech School. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about given two linked list will have to give an output of a merged linked list. Considering the given example, so what would be the output of the example? So it will be 1, then 1, then it would be 2, then it would be 3, then it would be 4, then it would be 5 and 6 and 6 points to 9. So how we landed up on this output? So both list 1 and list 2 are sorted in the nature. Now if we'll merge both the list, the final output would be like this. Okay. Now let's consider another example. Let's say we have two lists, 1, 1 points to 2 and 2 points to 4 and 1, 1 points to 3, 3 points to 4. This is let's say list 1 and this is our list 2. So what should be our output? So between these two, both are same. So it should come like 1 points to 1. Then between these two, 2 is small. So it will come 2, then 3. Then we have 4 and 4. So we can print 4 and finally 4 points to null. So this should be our output. Now that we understood what the problem is, let's see how we can solve this. So we will take basically 3 pointers, one which points to the first list, the second pointer which points to the second list, and we will create a third pointer which points to the result list. Let's say this is our result list. Okay, and we will create a pointer R. So this points to our result list. So what we'll do, we will compare the L1's data with L2 data. Whichever will be lesser, will move that value to our result list. So in this case, 1, is it less than L2 dot data less than or equal to? Yes. So we'll move L1's value to our result list. Then we will update the L1 pointer to its next value. Now L1 points to L1 dot next and result pointer also points to result dot next. Okay. Now we'll check if L1 dot data or L2 dot data, between these two, which one is smaller? So 1 is smaller. So we'll move 1 to the result list and will update the L2 reference to L2 dot next. Now L2 should point to L2 dot next. Now we'll again check between L1 dot value and L2 dot value, which one is smaller? L1 is smaller. Then let's push L1 to result node or result list. So this we have updated this reference in the previous step itself. So we'll move now to, and this pointer will now point to its next, to the next element. So if you look carefully, so what we are doing, we are inserting at the end for the result list, or this is our result list. Okay, so for the result list, what we are doing basically, we are inserting at the end. Okay, now L1 data has been pushed. So we need to update this reference to L1 dot next. So it will become this. Now between 3, 5, which one is smaller? 3 is smaller. Let's push 3. Okay. And let's update the L2 reference to L2 dot next. Now between 4 and 5, which one is smaller? 4 is smaller, so we'll push 4 to the result list and we will update the L2 reference. So now between 9 and 5, which one is smaller? 5 is smaller, let's push 5. Now let's update the L1 reference. So between 6 and 9, which one is smaller? 6 is smaller, so let's push 6. And now L1 becomes null. The next value is L1 comes over here. So L1 becomes null. Anytime one list runs out, we'll simply add the remaining part of the list. So result.next will completely add whatever the L2 has. So right now the L2 has 9, we'll just add 9. This finishes our execution. If you look at the result list what we got, so this is exactly similar to what we anticipated. 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 9, and it's sorted also in nature. Let's calculate its time complexity. So time complexity will be big O of n for traversing to this list and big O of n for traversing to this list. So total would be big O of 2n, which will be equal to big O of n. So with a single traverse or with a single parse, we are able to get the output. Let's consider another example. Let's say I have a list 1 points to, let's say, null, and I have another list where 2 points to 5 and 5 points to null. Our objective is to merge these two lists. So we'll create 2 pointers. So 1 points to the first list and another points to second list. This is my L1 pointer and this is my L2 pointer. Now we'll create third pointer which points to the result list. So this points to the result list. Now between 1 and 2, 1 is smaller, so we'll push 1 over here. Okay, now L1 dot next is null, so L1 will point to now null. So the moment any of the list runs out, we will update results next element to the other list. Now results next element should contain 2 5. So our final result would be 1 2 5 and 5 should point to null. So this should be our answer. Now let's do this programmatically. Now I am at Visual Studio. So we'll be working on the same solutions. So for linked list, we are working on the list operation.cs. Let's create our method then. So we want to create, let's say, public static, and we want to return back the list node or the head pointer of our result node. We'll return a list node. So we'll call this method as merge to sorted list, and it's gonna take two lists. So let's pass two lists, list node. I'll call this as, let's say, L1, and another list we need to pass, list node L2. Okay, so in case if L1 is equal to null, that means L1 is empty, we will return back L2. So if L1 is empty or L1 is equal to null, then return L2. Okay, and if L2 is equal to null, then what we are gonna do, we're gonna return L1. Okay, we have L1 and L2 pointer which points to the first list and the second list. We also need to declare another pointer or the result pointer. So I will call this as, let's say, list node result is equal to null. Okay, so what we are doing, so let's traverse the list while L1 is not equal to null. or L2 is not equal to null, then what we want to do? Now let's compare L1 and L2 data. So we will compare if L1 dot data is less than equal to L2 dot data. What we are gonna do? So if L1 value is less than L2, let's update the L1's reference to L1 dot next. And before we update the L1's reference, we also need to push this L1's data to our list node result. Let's create a custom method called push to result, and we'll pass the node after which the data is going to be pushed. Let's say the node is temp. So we have created this temporary variable. So after the temp node, we are gonna push L1 because L1's data is smaller. So let's create L1. Now let's create this method. So I'll generate this method. Okay, so it's gonna take the node after which we are gonna insert, and it's also gonna give us back a list node. In case it is the first element, then head will be equal to null. We can call this as head, and if head is equal to null, then our head becomes the node what we are sending. I'll call this as head equal to node, and we are simply gonna return the head element. In other case, what we'll do head dot next is equal to node. So this is same like we are adding an element at the end. So we are just adding, this is our node after which the new node get to be added. So we just did head dot next equal to node. Then we'll update our head reference, head equal to node. So we'll simply do return head. This should give us back the pointer to the last node. Okay, now let's update our temp node, whatever we are gonna receive. Now let's do else if. So in this case, L2 dot data, if it is less than equal to L1 dot data, so we'll do the same thing. Now temp equal to, we'll say push to result. Now our temp would have been already updated. So I'll say temp. Now this time, which node needs to be pushed? Because L2 is smaller. So this should be our node L2. And we will move our L2 pointer to its next value. So L2 equal to L2 dot next. This will take care of the movement of L1 and L2 node, and adding that node to our results list. This should take care of that. But in case any of the list runs out, then we need to add the other list to the last node of the result list. Okay, so let's handle that. So if now L1 becomes null, so what we'll do? We will push to result, and what we will push? Basically, we will push temp and L2. So this is the node who is keeping track of the last node, and to the last node we will completely add the whatever remaining of L2. Similarly, if L2 runs out, then we will push to result, L1. To the end, we will add L1. Okay, let's update our temp. Okay, so in both the cases, we don't have to run our loop now. So we can just add a break statement. Just to summarize what we did, we created a temporary variable, and the temporary variable initially it's null. It's initially pointing to, let's say, the result node, and we compared L1.data and L2.data. In case L1 is smaller, we are pushing it to the result list and we are updating the L1's reference. Same with L2, we are pushing the L2 to the result and updating the L2 reference. In any case, any of the list runs out, then the other list we are adding to the end of the result list. Now, temp should point to the last node of the result list, but what we have to send back, we need to send back the head of the result list. So we can have a condition if result is equal to null. So this is our first time this will execute. We will simply do result is equal to temp. So when first element gets added to the temp by any of these methods, so we will simply update our result reference and will return back the result. This result should point to the head of the result list. That's all the code we need for merging two sorted lists. Let's verify the implementation. For verifying, we'll go to the program.cs. So in program.cs, I have already constructed the two sorted lists, L1 and L2. L1 has 1, 2, 5, 6 and L2 has 1, 3, 4, 9, similar to what we have in example, what we have discussed. Okay, now let's call our method list operation dot merge to sorted list. Now this expects L1 and L2. So we'll pass this. So this returns the head of the result node. So let's say I'll say variable R. So this is our result node or result list. Now let's display the result list. So list operation dot display, and we will just pass in the R, and for identifying we can add the linked list after merge. Okay, so let's go to the console window. Okay, so the output what we got is 112369, and what is our expected output? We should get 11234569. Let's verify where it went wrong. Okay, so if you look at line number 120 and 121, so while creating the linked list, we are actually updating the same reference. Now we'll do the same in line number 126. Okay, now let's run it and let's see. I'll stop this and we'll start execution again. Let's go to the console window, and this time what we get back 11234569. Okay, and let's compare it with the output. So the output what we are expecting is, okay, so the output what we are expecting 11234569, and we got back 11234569. This is all about merging of two sorted linked lists. I'll be pushing this code to GitHub. You will find the link in description. Please subscribe to this channel for more updates, and thanks for watching.